Hi everyone, so I just wanted to talk really quickly about ghostwriting. I think everyone knows really the benefits of what ghostwriting can do to your brand, but what are the benefits to a writer? Because this is something that's always asked to me as to why do I ghostwrite, because it's not something I can add to my portfolio. It's really difficult to sort of showcase what you can do when you do a lot of ghostwriting. So I thought I would just sort of outline some of the benefits, because you can make a really good living if you just want to ghostwrite. You don't have to, create a brand of your own or a name for yourself. So really, I mean, the key one is money. We'll get right to it. At the end of the day, ghostwriting in general earns a better wage because you don't see any of the other key benefits to writing and you can't share it around, and so generally speaking you can demand a higher rate. This goes up really for the amount of writing that you do. So if you're going to write a book, you would obviously get a much higher rate per word or per project than you would for blog posts and such. Another key sort of area that I like to focus on is getting industry experience, because you may not have the kind of experience that the audience expects you to have to write on a subject, but you may actually be very knowledgeable on it. You might not have sort of the job title or whatever, and you're hired to write as a ghostwriter, but it gives you a way of sort of breaching into these different industries that you don't have experience in and writing about them, so that you can gain more clients in those industries, so that you can show that you can do it. You might not be able to show them the piece that you've written, but you can still showcase your work, and you could write sort of a quick piece for them as a test and stuff like that. This is particularly useful in sort of industries like the medical sector and stuff like that. If you're particularly interested in writing and you have some kind of background knowledge, you can do a lot of ghostwriting and a lot of articles in like the medical field and things like that, or in law and things where you might not be a lawyer but you can write about them. So that's another one, is just gaining experience. The last one really is establishing clients and getting a client base, because you may be ghostwriting for them, so you might not be able to publicly say that you are writing for them, but they can still refer you. They can still create a little mini network and recommend you to people and stuff like that. So it doesn't go to waste just because you're ghostwriting, and don't feel like you have to turn something down just because it's ghostwritten and your name isn't going to be on the piece. Sometimes some of the best experiences I've had have been ghostwriting, and they've really sort of allowed me to expand my brand and get new customers and things like that. I mean, I still do a lot of ghostwriting for big brands, small brands, and people who are just adding to their blogs, but they need me to sort of adapt to their tone of voice because they just simply don't have the time. So ghostwriting does have a lot of benefits to the writer. That being said, don't take a lower rate if you're ghostwriting, because at the end of the day you are putting in the hard work, so you should be paid for that. And just make sure that if you're ghostwriting, you put in the same amount of effort as you would do if your name is on the piece, because very often writers tend to just go, oh well, it's not my name on it, so it doesn't matter. So always keep that consistency there and keep your standards high and stuff like that, and you'll find that ghostwriting really does work for you as a writer. Okay, thanks, bye.